Oh, nice 4 runs there, Joe. Do you know what, Gab? Before we start,
yes,
Brook and Root, this is doing them win this test or not for me, these two.
What do you think Root's got to get to, Al? You said 70, 80?
Yeah, but Brook could fly past him.
Yes.
If he gets in his rhythm, he's just hit a beautiful 4. What a player he is. I think he's England's best.
Yes.
Right, talkSPORT Breakfast with Adrian Clarke. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. Gab's with me. On the way for you this morning, CEO of Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, will be on the show ahead of the Monte Carlo Showdown 6. And we'll be getting a response to Ben Shalom's damning comments earlier in the week. We're going to be joined by former West Ham and England striker Dean Ashton as we build up to a huge game tonight for the Hammers at Old Trafford. And 2-time Ashes winner Stevie Harmison will be with us to react to the conclusion of the first 2 sessions of the second Ashes test. Right, it was another night, another win for the Arsenal yesterday, who restored a 5-point grip on the title after a 2-0 victory over Brentford at the Emirates last night. Of course, it was all live here on talkSPORT.
Well, Mikel Arteta called for the fans to turn up like animals, and they have been greeted as they walked out of the tunnel by one almighty roar. Lovely back heel by Madueke into White, floats across in towards Merino, who arrives and heads the ball down and celebrates the first goal of the night.
The movement of Merino was what was crucial on this.
Ball in towards the near post, and the header crashes against the bar. Sharda with it at the near post, got up the highest, and he flicked the header right onto the meat of the crossbar. And here is Mikel Merino, sending it in towards the path of Saka, who's running between the 2 defenders. He's got into the box, he's chopped back on his left foot, he's shot towards goal, he's stopped by Kelleher, he can't stop it from sneaking in, and Arsenal score, they win the game, and they go 5 points clear at the top of the table.
I think that just about sums Arsenal up. You know, they can win games and get over the line when they've not played particularly well.
Mikel Merino and Saka were on the score sheet for the Gunners, but the only worry for Mikel Arteta was that Mosquera and Declan Rice both had to be taken off with knocks. What's going to happen, isn't it?
You're right about Brook.
Oh, yes.
Another 4 there.
Just step to the side and go bosh. The victory extends Arsenal's unbeaten run to 18 games across all comps. It was also the 8th successive win at home. I do wish, though, Mikel would just leave the fixtures, the amount of fixtures coming up alone. You don't need to. You've got a brilliant squad now. You're 18 games across all competitions unbeaten. Just get on with it.
It's the same for everyone.
Correct.
Like, it might be a few.
And they've got the good fortune of having 2 starting 11s.
Exactly. Like, Mosquera and Hincapié have been playing whilst the 2 centre-halves have been injured. Yes, Mosquera got injured last night. Declan Rice got injured, but you got so many options.
Yeah.
Odegaard's back. Merino can go back into midfield. Stop moaning, Mikel. Get on with it.
For more on this, pleased to welcome former Arsenal midfielder and host of Inside Gunners. Very good morning to Clarke. Adrian, morning.
Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning, Al. Morning, Gabby.
Morning. Come on, give him a happy pill, Mikel, will you, for God's sake?
He should be happy. Yeah, goodness me, because it's another win, another fairly routine victory. And I heard Stuart on commentary there, and he was right. Arsenal weren't anywhere near their best. They didn't play outstandingly well, but they still won 2-0. Brentford had 1 shot on target. I think Arsenal had 7. It was still pretty dominant. And that bench you're talking about, Gabby, last night, it was just on a different level. Saka, Jesus, Eza, Timber, Gyökeres, Norgard, Nwaneri, Lewis Skelly. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
I think as well, Adrian, frustrating, of course, Mosquera and Declan Rice, injuries. But when you talk about that bench and the squad of players that have got Arsenal, and let's not be fooled here, Brentford are a very good side. They've surprised everyone this season. How well
they made it awkward.
Exactly, they're a good team.
Yeah. No, it was a tough game. It was a really tough game. They stayed in it, but Arsenal came good. Look, the reason Mikel's really frustrated is they're 2 players you really don't want to lose. Rice has been pretty inspirational all season, and it's a big game against Villa, of course. And Arsenal still haven't beaten, a sort of real big dog away from home this season. That's the missing.
Are you calling Villa a big dog, Adrian, by any chance?
3rd. Aren't they? Are they 3rd in the table at the minute?
They are indeed.
You've got to.
Yes.
You've got to at the moment. So it's a tough game, and Arsenal don't want to go into it without Rice, ideally. The Mosquera one, it comes at a time when Saliba and Gabriel are out. So the cluster injuries are an absolute nightmare for any manager. And I think, if Saliba's not fit, and hopefully he will be, if he's not, then I think we have to go into that with Timber
centre-half,
centre-back.
Ben White, right back, yep.
What a good
Clarke,
player Timber is.
That game against Chelsea, don't get me wrong, Chelsea were right up for it. 10 men. Could that some people say great point, good point at Bridge. Other people, looking at last night's result, Ellen Road, other people say 10 men, come on for an hour. Should have got all three. Could that come back to haunt them?
Hopefully not, but yeah, of course it could. I thought it was 2 points dropped, definitely, because they're there for the taking with 10 men.
To be honest,
yeah, but Chelsea brought it. Like, they were ferocious in that game, and they were very confident and aggressive, and that was the sort of best Chelsea could throw at Arsenal. And it's the sort of game where we didn't play particularly well, but you just accept the point and move on. Look, any point in that kind of game, you take it, and there are others. There are plenty of others to win. So no, I'm not too worried about that.
Who starts for you, Adrian, on Saturday as your striker? Because Merino, I said it a few days ago, he's been fantastic. Another goal, another great header. Does he keep his place, or does Gyökeres come in?
It's a great question. Mikel Merino at the moment, for me, he's undroppable.
Yep.
This guy is playing phenomenally well. He's one of the smartest footballers I've seen play for Arsenal in recent seasons. So intelligent. Well, no matter where you put him, he just adjusts. He adapts to the role. His movement is brilliant. We saw that for the goal. No one has scored more headed goals, across 2025 than Mikel Merino. Brilliant header last night. He gets an assist as well. Lovely through ball for Saka. Now, Mikel Merino is a player that most clubs in the Premier League would not have signed. Chelsea, for one, because he was 28 when he came in. And a lot of clubs, they turn their nose up if you're not 25 or under. But this guy could prove to be one of the most invaluable signings that Arsenal have made.
Yeah.
Because he has got nous and he's got quality and he delivers in the big moments. So Mikel Merino at the moment, you can't leave him out of the side. I think Gyökeres has got to wait.
Agreed.
Clarke, now, if I've not seen you for a while, mate, have I? Now,
No,
what's
that's
happened to you? Yeah, what has happened to you?
I moved out of London.
No, hold on. The short back and sides has gone, Clarke. You look as if you're on your way to Woodstock. What's happened to you?
Just need a haircut, Alan. I'm just too busy.
And a shave.
I'll get a number 2 across the sides and the back just for you, Alan. Yeah,
Adrian,
no problem.
I'm only kidding. Thank you, Adrian Clarke.
Man, Adrian.
Yeah,
Right, see you later,
what's
guys.
happening here, Gab? Talk me through it. Talk me through it.
Well,
not out, surely, was he?
he wasn't out, no. He had his foot in time.
Bit of a shot there. Look at what the Turbot Brook. He's on 16 already.
Flying.
He does. He don't mess about. He is bosh, bosh, bosh. Have that.
But like you says, he's going to be so important. He's going for it, Al.
Yeah, well, these two are important.
Yep.
Root and Brook. If they between them can get 120 something like that between them, but bingo.
Doesn't it get harder though, the darker it gets as well, though?
It does. That's why that's why he's going for gold.
Going for it now. I like that though.
Right, we're back in a take. Olivia's back. Then Dean Ashton on West Ham. Worried about West Ham now. Paqueta, he doesn't help, does
Just
he?
started on him. Please.
And Olivia coming next after the talkSPORT travel, coming up to 7:15.